I did say I was going to do another deck list. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do TGs. Alright? I'm going to do TG. Agents. Yeah, I decided to try... I did actually have a version of this deck earlier, before, but it was similar to like the old Chaos Dragon deck I tried. It just wasn't the way you'd want to run them at all. So I decided to just rebuild this because I thought it was interesting, and I'd just be like, alright, you know what? Let's try it. I'm just like, screw it. So yeah, this is my TG Agents deck. Start off with the whole Agents sort of build. So we've got the 3 Hyperion, of course, because they're just... they're the beat stick. They're the beat stick. They nuke shit. They are the absolute boss of the deck. 1 Jupiter. This is a placeholder at the moment. I'm going to drop it for a Herald of Orange Light once I get it. I've already got 1 in the deck, but I need a second one. But yeah, I've got Jupiter in there just sort of as a placeholder. 2 Earths. It's the Stratos of the deck. Enough said. 3 Venus. Because, yeah... This thing just, because, you know, like, Shine Ball is a card and everything, so, the Shine Ball's amazing because Gachi is a card, and Dark Mist is a card as well, but I don't play it. Dark Mist is actually pretty nasty, because you can just go with all 3 of them and be like, haha. 1 Chris Jar. I mean, I'm aware that I can go to 2, but I've only got 1. And 2 probably seems a bit cloggy and everything. Honest, because, yeah, like, why would you not run Honest? And the 1 Herald of Orange Light, as I said, trying to get the second one. So, now for the TG engine. Striker, Rhino, just a bit of a tech. I like it because it just kills off Thunder King, and Thunder King can be kind of annoying. It's a bit less annoying because I don't play our dualities in here, because I think the deck relies a bit too much on the special summoning to make duality that useful. I think it's going to be more of a hindrance. So I'm basically just I basically just put the Rhino in there just to deal with that sort of really annoying Thunder King play. It just which kind of grinds my gears, I guess. And of course the double Warwolf. We got 2 Tour Guides. Would like to fit a Night Assailant in here, but I just don't know what I could take out. I don't want to take the Jupiter out for it, because then I have a hard time working out what I want to drop for the second Herald of Orange Light when I get it. BLS and Chaos Sorcerer, because enough said about those. And then the Gauze and 2 Trags as the hand traps. Now for the spells. I'm going with a rather interesting little tech spell here to start it off. Double Tannhäuser Gate. Now, if you don't know what this does, it'll be a brief explanation. You target 2 monsters you control the same type, and both of which have 1,000 or less attack. You combine their levels together, and the result becomes the level, and that result is then applied to the... Like, the levels of both monsters become the total sum of those 2 monsters. So, for example, if you're going to go with your Tour Guides, go one into the other. Play Tannhäuser Gate. Combine the levels, they're 6, they both become level 6. So, instead of going for something like a Zen Mines for defensive purposes, you could be like, you know what? I'm going to go Tannhäuser Gate. Let's bust out a Shock Bouncer. Like, Strike Bouncer. What the hell is a Shock Bouncer? My brain is not working today. Shock Bouncer. Alright. But yeah, pretty much. That's what Tannhäuser Gate does. You also have the option of going with 2 Shine Balls to make an instant Utopia or something like that. You can go with an Earth and a Shine Ball, because Earth only has 1,000 attack, so you can then have the option of the Exceed play or the level 8 Synchro play. I think that this card actually is pretty damn handy for this sort of deck, because it just works with it. Double creature swap, give them a ball, they give you a beat stick. As I saw in one of the tournament matches today, both Game 1 and Game 2, Macro Rabbits open with the Thunder King. It got creature swapped for the ball, of course. And Mind Control because, yeah. 3 Miss T. Back row 8. Like, yeah. And, of course, the Triforce. People call it the Trinity. I want to call it the Triforce. Even though I'm not, like, a die-hard Zelda fan, but, yeah. Well, like, the only game I've ever beaten... the only Zelda game I've ever beaten is Ocarina, but, yeah. Traps, you don't usually run a lot of traps because you just have a shitload of monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, I got 2 Pulse and a Judgment and Warning, just so I have the security there. Okay, extras: Wonder Magician, Librarian, and Magical Android for my level 5s because my 2-year-long search and counting, by the way, for a Catasto has still come up completely fruitless. Flamvilla Rayquaza, I do have a spare Gaia, but it's in horrid condition, so I'm not going to throw it in here. I'm just going to stick with the Rayquaza because you know, it gets the power boost off Gachi, and then it starts wrecking shit, and it gets even more powerful, and then your opponent's just like, oh shit, I'm going to get burned. 7s, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, the Black Rose, they're pretty standard for this sort of deck. Ancient Sacred Wyvern is absolutely amazing. Stardust Dragon and Scrap Dragon for my level 8s. They're pretty well rounded. And Mistworm. Of course it's 9, so yeah. Anyways, Exceeds. I only run 6 of them. I have Gachi, just the one Gachi. We got Zen Mines and Leviathan for rank 3. Rank 4s for the Tannhäuser Gate stuff. We've got Utopia and Maestroke. And finishing up, we have Strike Bouncer for the double tour guide Tannhäuser Gate play. It's a little bit situational, but it's actually not too bad. Getting it out is actually pretty damn awesome because then your opponent pretty much, like, they don't even have to you don't even have to worry about them fearing your Herald of Orange Light because you just got a 27 beat stick that does pretty much the same thing. So then, side deck, it's kind of experimental, but yeah, it's just kind of there, so just I'm winging it here. Double Victoria just for the dragon matchups. Double Thunder King because that just annoys shit. Double Crow because it feeds BLS and Chaos Sorcerer and it just gets rid of annoying shit, like, you know. Double Veiler just to back up the Herald. One Book of Moon because I tried fitting it into the main deck and then it just wouldn't, it's just like, no, like, I just cannot seem to find any way to get it in there, so I'm just like, screw it, I'll side it. 2 Nightbeam. Have I mentioned yet that I love back row hate? I don't even know why I'm not siding these in again in Elite Gate Hero, but yeah, I guess I just didn't really have the room after I sorted it out. Double Soul Taker. Fuck you, Light Pulsar. Fuck you, Shining. And Royal Decree. Double Royal Decree. Can't go wrong with a good old Royal Decree. So then, that is the TG Agents deck list. Nothing more I need to say about this. Yeah, don't know what other videos I'm doing in the future. I'm still way too lazy to do an LP, and I'm still got no idea what the hell I'm doing next. So I'm just gonna say I've got no idea what the hell I'm doing next, and just end the video at that. So yeah, see you for whatever I do next.